everybody. My name is John. This is my partner. My dad's Mark. And we are a Spray Happiness Podcast Show.
The Spreading Happiness Podcast
Yes.
that we're broadcasting live.
Live. Are you ready for it live?
On Facebook.
Yes.
Season 2,
Season
Episode
2.
3. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fairly alive.
Very alive. As opposed to barely alive?
Yes.
You're in a good mood. I like to see that.
I am in a good mood. Yes. That's the best week ever.
You've been having the best week ever. Now, that may be true because you've had a great week. But you say that every week. We should introduce ourselves a little more.
Yes.
We have a business. What's it called?
I have a business called John's Crazy Socks.
John's Crazy Socks.
Yes, I am a son. I'm John. And this is our father, and Mark X. Cronin.
Your father and your partner.
My partner.
We're co-founders.
Yes, we are.
Except everything gets named after John.
Yes.
And our business, what's our mission?
Our mission is Spray Happiness.
And a core part of that, an essential part, is showing what people with different abilities can do. That's what this podcast is about.
Yes.
We want to spread a little happiness, and we're going to highlight, look what people with different abilities can do.
Absolutely. I'm really excited.
And we start with you,
Yes, it's me.
because you have Down syndrome.
Yes, I have Down syndrome. Down syndrome and never hold me back.
You go around telling everybody that, don't you?
I do all the time.
That make you feel good?
Make me so happy.
Well, so here we are. Tune in for about a half hour of us knuckleheads.
Yes, solid socks.
Find out, spread a little cheer. And yes, we are a couple knuckleheads from Long Island selling socks. And all we want to do is
And change the world.
change the world. Think you can do that?
Oh yeah, I should get started.
Just getting started.
That's my dad.
This is good. So, it's been a wild week.
I have the great week.
We have lots going on. You got back from a wonderful weekend of camping.
Yeah, it's the best weekend ever because now is the 36 years.
35 years.
This year gonna be 35 years because we went up to Fenner, a small town up north, right in the middle, a small town of Mansfield.
Mansfield.
It's called the Project.
That's where we go.
And,
Up on Pickle Hill.
And Pickle Hills. And also, it is a family reunion. It's not our family.
But they take us in.
I take us in, and a crew of friends. It's wonderful.
You were playing wiffle ball?
I play wiffle ball, and
And you got to hang with your brothers?
yes, hang with my brothers,
I have a funny
Jamie, Patrick, and Emily.
I have a funny little story about Mansfield.
Yes.
So Mansfield's a town, it's north of Williamsport, right in the middle of the state, but it's up
Right
near
in
the
the
New
middle.
York
Yeah,
border. Near
yeah, I know
Elmira.
what that is.
It's not far from Elmira and Corning. Well, anyway, Mansfield University is in Mansfield, a small school. They have a basketball team, and they recruited some players one year, and these guys arrived, and they liked some things, but they were very upset because they said, "You told us it was right next to New York."
Really?
Well,
I
it
didn't know
is.
that.
It is right next to New York State. But they thought it was right next to New York City.
Oh boy!
It's a long way from New York City.
Wow, low way.
And you got to spend time with your brothers. And we have some wild things happening with your brothers. Huh? What's happening with your older brother, Patrick?
My brother Patrick and my sister-in-law Emily live in Brooklyn.
Right, with half of young America lives in Brooklyn. Right?
Yes.
All the hipsters.
The hipsters.
You know, we lived in Brooklyn before you were born.
Yes.
Your mom and I.
Oh, you had Jamie and Patrick.
Patrick was living with us. Jamie was born when we were living there.
Yes, my brother.
We were hipsters. We didn't even know we were hipsters.
Right?
We were there. You know why we moved there? Because the rent was cheap. We got a 3-bedroom apartment.
Oh, lovely.
Lived on McGinnis Boulevard. What a wonderful place. We lived in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. And like the main drag there was called Manhattan Avenue. And if you walked down Manhattan Avenue on a Saturday, you would have thought you were in Gdansk because it was filled with all these Polish people and Polish stores and bakeries and butchers, the aromas, the language, everybody was speaking
Right.
Polish. It was great. Right next to Williamsburg. And Williamsburg was starting to get some of those hipsters in, but it was largely Hispanic and Hasidic. And the Hispanics and the Hasids didn't really get together. They didn't really, they kind of clashed. But there was one thing that brought them together. There was a company that ran what they called garbage transfer stations. Because in those days, the waterfront wasn't developed.
Right.
Now it is. There's parks and there's buildings down there. And so they had these garbage transfer stations, which is like a permanent garbage dump.
Right.
Garbage trucks would come in, dump their garbage, and then it would get put on barges to cart it away. But there was always garbage there. Well, this company collected radioactive waste,
Wow. I didn't realize that.
mainly from hospitals, and they stored it there. And people were upset. They thought this was kind of dangerous. So I remember going to a community meeting, and the company people said, "Oh, well, we're very organized, and we work with the fire department and the police department, except the guys from the fire department and the local police precinct said, wait, you've never spoken to us." But you know what they succeeded in doing?
Yeah.
Getting the Hasidim and the Hispanics to work together. But here's a little thing about Greenpoint. So there's a beautiful cathedral, Polish cathedral in Greenpoint.
Wow.
In fact, when Pope John Paul II came to visit New York,
Who's he?
well, he was the Pope, but he was from Poland. The first place he went to in New York was that cathedral
Wow.
because he knew so
Hey,
many
is it
countrymen were there. It was built around the turn of the last century, around 1900. There was the Polish community, the churchgoers, that wanted to buy the land to build the church. But the landlord wouldn't sell it to them because they were Polish. So they got someone who was German to buy the land, or really serve as the front for them buying this land. How
Wow.
about that? So we lived there for a few years. It was a lot of fun,
Yes.
a lot of fun, until your mom wanted to move out of the city. And we moved out to Bellport,
Wow.
small town in Bellport,
It's really beautiful.
Bellport Village. That was really nice, right? But that was long ago, far away.
Yes. What about Patrick Henry?
What are they going to have?
Oh yes, I'm really excited. My brother and my sister are having a baby,
They're having a baby.
and I make me really happy.
Yeah.
Happy, a funko, like fun uncle.
Fun uncle. In fact, today on a podcast interview, somebody said, "John, do you have any socks you're coming up with?" What do you tell him? What type of socks do you want to make?
Funko.
Funko. He's going to make Funko socks. So you have to come up with a design for that.
Yeah.
Got to work on that.
I will.
Okay. You know how I'll know you're working?
Yeah.
When the smoke comes out of your ears.
I know.
When John thinks
I'm
thoughts,
thinking.
smoke comes out of his ears. It's an amazing sight to see. We have other socks that we're making that we'll work on, which are really cool. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, where are you going?
Thursday night,
Thursday night,
I have basketball.
Special Olympic basketball. What are you doing Saturday?
Yeah, I have soccer tournament.
Because you love Special Olympics.
I do. I love Special Olympics.
So we're going to make a series of Special Olympic socks. One sock design for every Special Olympic sport.
Wow, I
You've
love
been
that.
working on that, huh? What are the first three? Do you remember?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Basketball,
Basketball,
track and field,
track and field,
and soccer.
soccer. And in fact, we hope to have them made by July in time for the Olympics. The Olympics are going to be in Paris this year.
Paris this year.
Paris. You want to go to Paris?
Oh, I will go Paris.
Okay. Anybody out there got extra tickets for the Olympics? Willing to fly John over? You'll fly, Coach.
Yes. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Oh, you know one word in French.
Bonjour. Bonjour. My mother. Oh.
I don't know what he's saying. Je,
Parlez
très peu français.
today.
That means I speak very little French. I studied French for years, and when I was able to read it, I'm a big reader. I'm reading Andre Gide's Les Moralistes, a great novel, and I read it. I learned French because I wanted to read the French poets in the original, Verlaine, Rimbaud, Baudelaire. But there was this time when I was a young man, John, younger than you, and I'm traveling around Europe, and I'm on a train going from Brindisi, Italy to Rome.
Wow.
And I'm on this train, and I am sitting with this beautiful woman. And I want to make time with her. I'd like to talk to her.
Is my mom?
It's not your mom. Before your mom. It was life before your mom, And I'm trying to chat her up, but there was a problem. She only spoke Italian. I only spoke English. But her brother, who looked like he could play linebacker for the New York Jets, he spoke some French and I spoke some French. So I was talking in French to him, and then he would translate that to her. It wasn't a very effective way to chat her up. That's it. That's the story. Not much more I can tell you.
Dad.
Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad.
Oh, Dad.
That train got stopped for a while, and nobody knew why. They didn't really explain it. And some guy comes back and explained. He's like, he's trying to tell the people on the train, and he spoke Italian.
Right.
He's telling all the people in Italian. But the only thing I understood was "booma, booma." There was a bomb on the tracks. A terrorist had put on. Yes, there was a bomb on the railroad tracks. That's why they stopped the train. I'm glad they stopped the train. Gave me more time to talk to the girl that I couldn't talk to.
Oh my goodness, Dad.
Want to hear another funny story?
Yes.
So I get to Rome, and I'm only going to stay there one night because I'm going on to meet some friends and then coming back to Rome. And I'm staying in youth hostels. So, and there were official youth hostels and unofficial youth hostels. And I'm looking in my Let's Go Europe book, and I'm finding a youth hostel. I find where it is. I go to the address, and it's in like a tenement building, a multi-story walk-up. And I walk up, and I see this elderly woman in front of an apartment, and I say, hostel. She's saying something to me, and I go, sleep. She goes, yes, come in. So I come in, I put my knapsack down, I ask her how much, she tells me, I pay her the money, and then I go out, and I walk around the city all night. I come back, I go to sleep, I don't see anybody else. And it's strange, because in a youth hostel, there's usually lots of people staying
Right.
there. In the morning, I get up, I'm going to catch my next train, go on to meet my friends. And as I walk out of the apartment, there are a bunch of people with knapsacks on walking from upstairs, coming down the stairs. I go, where were you guys? They said, well, we were in a youth hostel. I said, you couldn't have been in the hostel. I was in the hostel here. They looked at me and said, no, the youth hostel's upstairs. I just happened to be in some old lady's apartment. What can I tell you? It all worked out okay.
Yeah, that is so cool.
We have that. So you spent a lot of time this weekend with your brothers, with Patrick. You're so psyched about being an uncle.
I'm so sorry.
And boy, your mom, she's been jonesing to be a grandmother. She's so psyched about having a grandchild.
And I want to talk about something.
Yeah.
The past weekend, and my mom joined it.
Yeah.
Usually says, she might take her grandchild on Disney World.
She wants to take her grandchild to Europe?
No, Disney World.
Oh, Disney World. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, who knows? You know what I know? You know what I know what to say? Yes, Carol, you're right, Carol.
Dad!
So we got, lots of socks, your brother, and now your brother Jamie is working with us.
Yes, I'm really happy.
He worked with us for a while and left. And And the first time through, it wasn't really good, was it? We were kind of arguing and fighting. It was kind of tough. And I was upset when he left, but it was good that he left. Because if we kept working together then, I think he would have found us both in a pool of blood on the floor with axes in our heads.
Yes, it does.
But I'm really happy he's back working with us.
I'm really
now.
happy.
And it seems really good. He's our Lord of the Socks running our warehouse. And our sock wranglers are really happy he's back. They like Jamie.
Yes.
Brings a lot of energy. It's good working with them. It's good stuff. Good stuff, huh?
Yeah, Dad.
Maybe one of these shows we'll talk about what it's like working with family.
I love that.
The pluses and minuses. Well, everybody loves you.
Of course.
Then there's me.
and Mom working with us.
Mom works with us. That's great, right? Don't say otherwise.
I hope we make it there soon.
All right, so let's get to some of the regular sections of our show. One of the things we always like to do is share some good news stories about somebody with different abilities. And this week, we have a story about
the people with Down syndrome, Kennedy Garcia.
Kennedy Garcia, who's an actress who happens to have Down syndrome.
Yes.
And she just landed a role on the soap opera Days of Our Lives. How is that, John?
Wow.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Days of Our Lives has been promoting this and talking about it. They sent out an Instagram the other day. It's a great day to welcome at Kennedy Jean 04, that's Kennedy Garcia,
Yes.
to Salem. Plus, it's her birthday. Wish her happy birthday and tune in to meet Felicity, that's going to be her name, on the show. Isn't that cool?
That's incredible.
You know,
I love Days of Our Lives.
When do you watch Days of Our Lives?
Our friends.
Oh, on Friends. You told some guy today Friends is your favorite TV show?
Yeah.
And who's your favorite character?
Sorry, Tribbiani.
Joey Tribbiani. Why? What's he say?
On the friend, he got a role. So a role I did Our Lives.
And what's his catchphrase?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I got to tell John that Joey is not a role model. Anyway, this is just amazing.
This is amazing.
Actress
I
is
love
more
this story.
mainstream, showing what they can do.
Wow.
Kudos to Kennedy Garcia. This is really, really wonderful. She's done some modeling. She's worked with American Girl, Justice Clothing, and Disney. She's got an IMDb page.
Wow.
You got an IMDb page. John's been in 3 movies, and he thinks he's going to win an Oscar.
I am perfect.
What 3 movies?
Suck Guys!
Suck Guys, which is a documentary short, really quite wonderful, about John and me.
Yes.
And John's Crazy Socks. It's really about John. I just tag along. And then the second movie, Igniting Impact, which profiles 7 social entrepreneurs. That's a fun movie.
The fun movie.
And what's the third one?
Oh, I got a role. Carol of the Bells. It's a Christmas movie that we like a home channel. It's run by Joey Travolta. Joey Travolta, brother.
Joey Travolta was the producer, writer, and director. You called it a red carpet role?
Yes.
It's called a walk-on role.
Okay.
But Joey met John and invited John to be in a movie. That was a lot of fun. You were in 3 movies. In fact, 2 of those movies premiered at the Bentonville Film Festival.
Yes.
Both Sock Guys and Carol of the Bells.
And we also introduced Sock Contest.
Oh, our first winner of our
winner.
Autism Can Do scholarship.
Garrett Nichols.
Garrett Nichols, and we gave him that award at the Bentonville Film Festival. But you were probably the only person there who was 2 movies in the film festival.
I was, yes.
That's very cool.
I'm really happy.
So, Kennedy Garcia, cheers for you.
That's great. That's great.
Okay. And then, we always like to highlight a business
I know the businesses.
owned by somebody with different abilities. And this week, It is
a Texas Sweet Heat Jam company.
which is owned by Nolan Stillwell, who has Down syndrome.
Yes.
And he makes hot pepper jelly. We got it here in our place. We've been eating it.
Oh, I
and
love it.
We love it. He's won contests at the HEB Quest for Texas Best. That's very cool.
Very cool.
And every year we like to make a Down syndrome super box, which has products from 21 different companies made by people with Down syndrome. And we always include something from the Texas
Absolutely.
Sweet Heat Jam Company. We can't tell you how good this is. Nolan is just a model of success. He's had a lot of media coverage. You can go to the website. We put the link down below.
Yeah, the below.
But it's not very difficult to find. It's Texas Sweet Heat Jam. But we put the link down below. You can go down there. He works a lot with his mom, Christine. And boy, is this a good business.
Best business.
It's great. And Nolan is showing people entrepreneurism is for everybody. Yes,
Are
of
you
course.
showing possibility?
That's right. Just like you. We're showing what's possible. Show, don't tell. Let's make sure that people know and look what Nolan's able to achieve.
That is an incredible thing.
And get it. You know, it's wonderful that he has Down syndrome and he's got this business. But you know why it's really great? Because they make such great food. Those jams are delicious. You got to go get it.
Yeah, I want to.
Got to go check it out.
I want to try their barbecue.
Yes. All right. And you got your sock of the week?
Yeah, my second week is hot dogs.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Hi, yeah. Hi.
So you got to describe it to the people that can't see it.
Oh, this sock is called hot dog. It's in my sock of the week because I love hot dogs. I love to eat hot dogs. And what I really like,
What?
caramelized onions, barbecue sauce.
Oh, that. So it's a sock with hot dogs all over it.
Yes.
It's a great summer sock, huh?
Yes.
A lot of fun. And you do like hot dogs.
I love caramelized onion and barbecue sauce with it.
So John and I will spend Saturdays, particularly long before we had this business, we often would spend our Saturdays together.
Yeah, we did.
Running errands, right? And, you know, you'd go to soccer and then we'd go to the recycling center and we'd do the big shop at Costco. We'd visit Aunt Gloria in the nursing home. But a lot of times on Saturday, or once a month or so, we'd go to our favorite barber at Astor Place,
At the place.
Regina, get our hair cut. And we're in there one day, and John's talking about hot dogs. And we decided to make it a hot dog day.
Yeah, we did.
And the only thing we ate all day was
Hot dog. Hi, dog. Hi, dog.
You had hot dogs from Five Guys,
Five Guys.
from Nathan's, but we found some great places in the city.
The
Griff Dog.
Griff Dog.
Griff Dog on 8th Street. They make great hot dogs, huh? Cardiologists approve. But they make different flavors. It'll sound crazy. They make one that has cream cheese on it and the spices and flavorings you get on an everything bagel. That is delicious. You like yours with onions and do you put mustard on yours? Ketchup? Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay. Well, anyway, come to our store and you can get John's hot dog sock.
I love hot dogs.
All right, we have reached that time. It is time for the jokes. Are you ready for your jokes?
Yeah, you do. I'm ready for my joke. I am bear joke. A crispy bear.
Bear jokes? John likes having themes to his jokes.
It is crispy bear.
Let's hear.
How do you catch a fish without a fish rod?
How do you catch a fish without a fishing rod?
With you bare hands.
With your bear. You've seen those videos of the bears just reaching in the water up in Alaska, grabbing the salmon.
Yes.
Okay, what do you got next?
What color socks do bears wear?
What color socks do bears wear?
They don't wear socks. They have a bare feet.
Oh, Lordy. Well, good thing we're not dependent on them for a living.
Thank you, Dad.
Okay.
What do you call a grizzly bear who gets caught in the rain?
What do you call a grizzly bear who gets caught in the rain?
A grizzly bear.
Interesting.
What do you get if you caught a teddy with a pig?
What do you get when you cross a teddy with a pig?
A teddy bear.
A teddy bear. You crack yourself right up, don't you?
I do.
Okay, well, I have some dad jokes, and I can assure you, John, one is worse than the next. Okay, well, you've heard of Amazon Prime, right? What do you call two monkeys that share an account? Prime mates. Did I tell you the time I fell in love during a backflip? I was heels over head. I love telling dad jokes. Sometimes he even laughs. How did the police finally stop the paint thief?
They caught him red-handed.
They caught him red-handed. Will you let me tell the jokes?
I'm sorry, Dad.
Can one bird make a pun? No, but two can. I don't play soccer because I enjoy the sport. I'm just doing it for the kicks. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know. All right, well, we've had a lot going on. Did some interviews this week. Gave some tours this week. Still got some tours to do. We did a virtual presentation yesterday. We got a lot going on.
Yes.
You did a long interview with the magazine today. Took a lot of pictures. That was good.
Yes, that's good.
You're a good interview subject. We've done some podcast interviews this week. Tomorrow, tomorrow's a big day. Your mom and I, this is true love.
True love.
True love. We've got his and hers hearing aids. We're picking up our hearing aids tomorrow. When we were getting married, we weren't thinking about getting those hearing aids.
Yeah, I can't wait to go this in June. Also, I'm going to share.
Yeah.
Friday is birthday day.
Oh, it's your mom's birthday.
It is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh, yes. Well, this will come out much later, but happy birthday, Carol. And
Thank your wife.
it just reasserts I married an older woman.
Your sister older than you.
Okay, hey, you know what? Megan Dickinson heard us speak last week in Oklahoma City.
Yes.
She's giving a shout out saying hello.
Thank you.
And David Wilson said
Hello.
he wants a pair of those soccer socks.
That's great. I
We
love
can't wait
soccer.
to bring those to you and everyone else. All right, folks. Well, we hope
Thank
you've had a good
you.
week. Listen, if you like this podcast, we ask a couple of things. One, give us a review. You like those 5-star reviews.
Yeah, you do.
John sits and reads them to me, and that helps other people find it. So we'd appreciate that. Second, it'd be great if you subscribed. Then you get it every week. And the last thing is tell other people. Tell another friend. Let them catch us. And you'll be able to find this Facebook Live, 7 o'clock every Wednesday. And you'll find it on every podcast platform, the Spreading Happiness Podcast. And you can always find us at our website. What's our website?
John'sCrazySocks.com.
John'sCrazySocks.com. Lots of information there. Come join John.
I join a dance party every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Time.
And you can find us on all the social media platforms.
TikToks.
TikTok. Just look for John's Crazy Socks.
Yes.
All right, folks. We'll catch you next week. We hope
you
you had a
next
great
week.
time. You all take care.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Connect Crazy.
Good night. Okay, hey,